You can come with him. Yeah. You can come here. Okay. All right. So we have a different scenario now, Professor. You're preparing the fiber optic intubation. Deflate this, please. Ready? So deflate and take the tube out. Okay. So now you're preparing for this, and the patient starts vomiting. What are you gonna do?
So let's set him up right, so that he's not vomiting down his airway.
Okay.
So we'll move the bed up.
Yeah.
We get another nurse over here.
Yeah. Guys, nurses. Wow.
All the nurses left. All the nurses left.
All right. And so what are his vital signs doing with this? What's his oxygenation?
So his oxygenation is still 90%, but he's vomiting.
All right. So let's set him up right, so that he's not vomiting down his airway. Let's give him some Zofran. And then in the meantime, so see if we can calm him down, and then we still want to intubate him with Ebola so we can protect his airway. So like, how much is he vomiting? A lot.
He's actually turned out to be a small bowel obstruction.
Okay.
You can't do a weak fiber optic in this situation. He's gonna vomit this.
Okay.
Even if he stops vomiting now, when you put the tube, the scope inside, he's gonna vomit because he's gonna feel it, right? He's gonna, when you do the scope, they feel it somehow. Like even if you numbed it 100%, he's still gonna feel it. So he's gonna vomit. So you're inviting vomit. You can't do that.
Okay.
If you're lucky enough that the saturation is still 90% and he's vomiting, use it. So throw this away.
All right.
And we're gonna do what?
And he's still the same guy, like difficult airway.
Yeah. Difficult airway, everything. Up and well.
I mean, do we then proceed with the cricothyrotomy?
Yes, cricothyrotomy. So give me the needle cric, please. I lost the nurse.
Only the cric.
No, the needle cric is the lowest part.
And in the meantime, we'll be prepping the. Is it still prepped from the?
Yeah, it's still prepped. Even if it's not prepped, what are you gonna do? Okay. So we're gonna show the needle cric. This kit I needed because we need to open it anyway because we need it for education. So.
Yes, we do.
Right.
So we need 10 cc's of lidocaine.
This guy is awake. He's partially awake. So yes, you have.
So we're getting 10 cc's of lidocaine.
All right. So he's gonna give some lidocaine. Where? Show me what you're gonna do.
So the prominence is right there. So just below it. Right?
So you're gonna put your 2 fingers here, and then you're gonna go down until you feel a depression.
Yeah.
But meet the 2 fingers first. Right? Go down until you feel a depression, and then you can. Yeah, right there.
Yeah.
So now we're gonna give you a small needle for the lidocaine, and you just numb it here. Assure the patient you're doing fine. Give him the ketamine. He's half asleep, but he's saturating okay. Then you do what? Like a line here.
A wheel right.
Blanching wheel with podorange in it. Right? And then what?
So then we're going to use the needle after that.
So there's a mistake here. Anybody wants to tell him? He's doing something wrong now. You can never do this from above. You have to do it from the other side.
Okay.
Actually, sorry. I'm mistaken. No, you can do it from above. You can't do it from the other side. It's the opposite. All right, so you're doing it. Okay, so what you're gonna do? You're gonna hold it here, and you're gonna stretch it.
Okay.
You know how I'm stretching? See the dimple, everybody? See the dimple here? You don't have that dimple. It's a problem, because I'm stretching it in a way. When you do this thing, you're serving 3 purposes. Number 1, you're making the skin very, very close to the membrane.
If you want to switch your hand just so they can see the dimple, even though it's the wrong technique.
The dimple in the skin over that membrane. So it makes the skin very close to the membrane. It's not like away from each other, because the worst part that you can do is that you can go in between them, make a false passage, right? So number 1, you're stretching it, making it easy for yourself. Number 2, you're holding the larynx so it doesn't move away from you. Number 3, if you're gonna make a cut, which we're gonna talk about in a second, in an open cry, you are limiting yourself to from here to here. Because if you go overzealous and go here and here, you can cut the venous plexuses and cause a lot of bleeding, right? So here it is. I'm not gonna puncture the mannequin because we don't have mannequins in this hospital that can be done a cric, right? So we're gonna do 60 degrees angle like this. Mistake. There's a mistake. What did you do?
So holding in the prominence, and then so 60 degrees.
So what's the mistake? The
It
mistake
needs to be filled with
you have to
fluid.
fill with fluid.
Oh, okay.
So you put 2 cc's of water here or fluid. So as you're going in, when you meet the trachea, you see bubbles coming in, so you know where you are, right?
Gotcha.
So we filled it with fluid. we went in, we got the bubbles. What's the next step?
So
I have done this.
So we have access. So we pop off the syringe, leave the needle in place, and then run that.
Yeah,
over.
so pop off the thing, show me the needle, take the cover off, and put it next to the, so everybody can see it, above the patient. No. All right, so now this is, assume that this is in the airway now, right? Wait, here. This is a wire and a dilator at the same time. And this is the tube. We're gonna put it through like this, and we're gonna put this through. So I'll hold the needle, you put this through. Oh, now what?
Those things break from the side.
Yeah, so break the needle. So pull the needle from both sides. This and this. Leave this, I'll hold the tube.
So hold it.
Break it. Yeah. Pull, no, pull. Break it completely. Yeah,
Okay.
that's it. So that'll be like this. The skin will be here like this.
And
this
then
is here.
advance it.
And then you have a scalpel here. You cut and
Advance.
Right? So that's easy, that's your, let's
And
get
then
this out of
tuck
here
them up.
before somebody punctures themselves. Okay, so that's that. We did a open crack. Let's say, and it happened to me before. I tried to do open crack and it's like, I don't know. Everybody got confused. I got confused, and it's like, what are we doing? And we did it. I did it from this side actually, which was wrong. This is like the retrograde. But anyway, so then give me the open crack. So what is the open crack? Nobody knows.
Your finger
Somewhere
in that
scalpel.
knife.
Nobody knows where the open crack is. Does anybody know where the open crack in this ICU? It's right here.
This one? Oh,
This
in
one.
plain sight.
Actually, that's not the open crack, actually. Oh, God. Yeah, but anyway, that's not the open crack that we arranged for. But anyway, this is the open crack, right? All right, so let me show you what's inside here. Because nobody opened these kits ever, so that's our only chance to open those. Because God forbid we open them and need to be cleaned again or something. Right? So here, let me show you. Do you know the New England Journal of Medicine? You know the video that they do about the crack?
I didn't watch that one.
Yeah, don't do it. It's wrong. It's actually wrong. So basically, what they do is that this. Let me just say what they say in the video. So what they say in the video is this: determine cricothyroid membrane, right?
Yeah.
And then cut like this.
Okay.
Why cut like this?
So that you don't hit the nerve and the break or the venous plexus.
Well, no, I mean you can cut it small, but the reason they say they cut it is because you can see the cricothyroid membrane. Like like if you don't know exactly what it is, you cut like this and you just like feel with your hand or look with your eyes and see where the cricothyroid membrane. That's on cadavers. In real life, you cut like this, people bleed like crazy, and you'll be scared, right? You're not a surgeon, right? So you're not gonna. We need people who are not surgeons to be able to do this, right? So if you cut like this and the patient just a fountain of blood come out, what are you gonna do? You're gonna be scared, and you're gonna run away.
Yeah.
Not only that, is that after you do that, they say, after you cut like this, then you cut horizontally. And after you cut horizontally, then you do something like this. You put this thing, it's called a tracheal ring crusher. It's actually like a medieval instrument. You put it like this inside the wound and do like this. So it breaks up, down, and that's what they say cracks always destroy the voice. Because that's how we do the crack. We put it like this, breaks the vocal cord, breaks everything, and just that makes an explosion, basically. I think there's an explosion here. And then they're so scared about what? About the difference between the skin and the crack, right? So you can put the tube in between and cause mediastinal emphysema. So they put this something here, it's called the fish hook. Put the fish hook inside the wound and try to fish for something. Let's fish for something. And whatever something, hangs on, you just pull it as hard as you can, as if you're trying to get the mucosa of the larynx close to the skin. Very medieval. I don't know what anybody does. Very simple, like we talked about before. You hold it like this. You hold it like this. You stretch it as much as you can, and the patient now, numb or unconscious, and between your fingers only just do half of the blade basically, and just go between your fingers like this. And by doing that, if you're stretching this like this, if you do half the blade, you will be already cutting the cricothyroid membrane. And the next step, without letting go of this, if you let go, a problem. The next step is to put the trach right away.
Okay.
And if you're stretching like this, the skin and the larynx is so close to each other, it's impossible to fit a whole crike in between. It's really impossible to fit a whole crike in between. It's just gonna go on the larynx. If you let go and this space open up, then you may be able to. Some people like to put a bougie in this step. I don't like that because putting the bougie, what's gonna happen is the bougie can actually small. It can make into the false passage, but the tube is big. It's not gonna make it into a false passage. Okay. All right. So we're done with that step. Crike and all the okay. So there's another scenario now. Let's put this. Robbie, put it on the patient. All right. So we have another scenario. Last scenario. So now the patient is not only that he's a difficult in ventilation. He cannot be ventilated. His saturation now is 75%. You put the thing on him, and you're ventilating as much as you can, and he couldn't. And as we talked before, he couldn't ventilate, so we do two hands, and then teamwork, and you do both hands, you do both hands, and I will just like as much as you can, blah, blah, blah. What both of you are doing are pushing the mask on the patient. Somebody has to put the both fingers under the mandible and pull it up, right? So, yeah, even if the mouth closes, it's fine. Right, I'm ventilating the patient. Okay, so now the patient's saturation is low. By the way, Virginia, if you want to go, feel free.
Okay.
Yeah. Now the patient's saturation is low. We can't ventilate the patient, right? So we did all of this, 8 people holding the mask and everything, and we kind of got 2 breaths inside the patient, right? And the saturation now is coming up to like 88 or something like this. What are you gonna do?
So he still needs to be intubated.
Yeah.
It's difficult intubation.
Yep.
But this is a wholly new scenario.
That's a whole totally new scenario.
Yeah.
We didn't do any of the previous stuff.
So it's more emergent.
So
this
let me
time,
review
right?
with
We
you.
barely got up to
Patient-
88%, so we just need to go ahead and try the intubation. We can.
Yeah,
the whole
with what?
Calculations. Let's use the glide scope.
The glide scope. Because now we proved that all of us together, if we hold that mask, we can get 2 breaths inside of him. 2 breaths of 100% oxygen filling up the lung is enough to play for 5 minutes. But just get the 2 breaths in. That's very important. I missed that step all the time when I was young. So now I learned my lesson, right? You have to hold it nicely, get some breaths in, and then give him time to play.
All right. So get the glide scope. Right?
So we got the glide scope, and we already did that step, so we're not going to repeat it again.
Okay.
So the patient is now better, so we're going to do a glidoscope. Now, let's say it's not better. Or you want to just do it quickly, just to get the view, that's fine. But quickly. We have to change it one second. Press the B, press B,
It's A, actually, press.
and press A. Yeah. All right. All right, so that's exactly the same that we've done before, but because we could ventilate the patient. So we made the bed situation good, and now we can ventilate it. You can't do like this until you see the epiglottis, Professor. Bring your scope out until you see the epiglottis. More, bring the scope out a little more. Yeah, push in now, yeah, that's the view that you want, right? And then next to it, you put the tube, and as soon as he goes through that larynx, somebody needs to like pull the stylet and push. Okay, good.
All right, and
So
then
we're done with
inflate
that.
inflate it?
This scenario is done.
Okay.
Take this. Spongy, let's come back. All right. So then